Hey guys, welcome back to Programming Knowledge Hub. My name is Vishal. In this lecture, I'm going to explain another important condition statement in C Sharp, which is called as nested if statement. Till now, we have seen various condition statements in C Sharp, that is, if else statement and if else slider. Today, I'm going to explain how to use nested if else statement and when can we use the nested if else statement. The if else statement which exists in another if else statement is called as nested if else statement. The nested if statement is used to test some condition followed by another condition. For example, let's say we have implemented some logic in our program which says if the particular variable is initialized to some value, then we again have to check that variable against some set of value conditions. Similarly, if the initial condition is false, that means if the variable is not initialized to particular value, we have to check that variable again against different set of conditions. In that case, we can use the nested if statement. So let's take a look at the syntax of the nested if statement. If the initial condition, that is the condition 1, is true, then we are again using the if else statement to check for another condition. And if that condition in the nested if statement is true, then the code associated with that if nested if statement will be executed. Otherwise, the code in the else block will be executed. Similarly, if the initial condition is false, then again we are using the if else statement with another condition, and if that condition is true, then the nested if block will be executed. Otherwise, the code in the else block will be executed. So let's understand this with the help of an example. Here I have created a simple console application using .NET Framework. Here we are going to write a simple program which checks the largest number between the three given numbers. So let's start the program by prompting the user to enter all the three values and storing it in a variable, let's say A, B and C. So let's start by asking the user, let's say please value for A, and let's store it in a variable called A equals convert dot 2032 console dot readline. Now, as we have seen in the previous lecture, we use this convert.to in 32 method to convert the string representation of the value to the integer representation. Similarly, let's do the same for other two variables. Let's say please enter the value for b. Let's declare the variable b over here, and similarly enter the value for c and store it in the variable called c. Now, after prompting the user to enter the value and storing it in a particular variable, we need to check which value is greatest between these three given numbers. So let's start by initially checking if the value of A is greater than the value of B. Okay. Now, if the value of A is greater than the value of B, now let's check if the value of A is greater than value of C. To check that, we will write another if condition which says value of A is greater than value of C. If this condition is also true, then let's write on the console saying A is the largest number, but if the value of A is not greater than the value of C, then let's write C is the largest value, or let's say C is the largest number. Now let's say if the initial condition, that is the value of A is greater than B, is false, then the program will go to the else block. There should be an else block, and let's write another if statement checking if the value of B is greater than the value of C. In that case, we will write using console.writeLine saying B is the largest number, and also if this condition is false, that means the value of B is not greater than the value of C, then we will use else block saying that what That means, of course, the C is the largest. C is largest number. So we have covered all the conditions and compared all the three values in three variables. So let's run this program using Control F5 and check the output. So let's enter the value for A. Let's say 10. Press enter. Asking the value for B. Let's say 20. Enter. And finally the value for C. Let's say 30. Again press enter for the result. So it said C is the largest number. As you know, the 30 is the largest value. Let's close the console and run the application again. It asking the enter value for A. Let's say 20. The value for B would be 10 and the value for C would be 3. So A is the largest. Let's run the program one more time for and provide the value for B, which should be the largest. Let's say the value for A is 10, the value for B would be 30, the value for C would be 20. So it says the B is the largest number. This is how we can use the nested if statement to check the multiple conditions using the if and else statements. Here is the screenshot of the program. You can try running this program on your machine by passing the various numbers and check the output. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, please give it a like and share it with your other developer friends. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get the notification whenever I upload new video.